Hello again, this is Fiendish with Dimension Touring, and welcome to the last video in our series of guides for DT version 2.0, also known as Dimension Tools version 1.9.10, currently being updated and rebuilt. And this is the last section where we're going to do like a general overview of copy and paste. We pretty much covered how to do rotational offsets, how to copy and paste multiple items, how to just do a standard copy and paste. Like say if I want to take this out and I want to replace it with Mossy instead, and I can just paste that in. And if I want to paste on an offset, then I can take this, use my offset calculator, detect, calculate, new items, copy, paste, just like that. The one thing that we actually did not cover was with doing a copy and paste on a scale, which is what this example is right here. Now what I did, I took a random item out of my bag, first thing I happened to grab, which was an ice plank. I did a random, just pulled it out to a size. I copied it. I want to offset multiple copies, and I'm actually going to offset manually as well. Well, manually and not use the flicker reduction, because 0.0005 will actually be enough to eliminate that flicker. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to use, we'll just say 30 degrees in the roll so that it flips that way. And I'm going to go positive, so it'll follow the directions of the arrow. And we'll say paste 5 copies. Now 5 times 30 would normally be 150, so it's not going to quite make a full circle. As you can see with this pivot point for this item right here in the middle, it's going to come out double-sided. So copy it again, and then, oh, I didn't do my scale. I want to go minus 0.25, a quarter of a game unit, with every plank. And then I'm going to paste. And there we go. And it's just a random little thing to kind of show how it's done. It's not any particular pattern. You can use this a lot for some geometric things, maybe making snowflakes, maybe making just random wall art. I honestly use it a lot to make things like canisters. I build a lot of houses, so that's what that's for. And that's the basics of how to copy and paste on a scale offset. Now, how did I make this? Well, I used my rotational offsets again. Let me find it. There it is. Now this is also a thing that's kind of in, the point on this one is in a kind of a weird spot. It's at the very bottom. We're going to leave that same offset here. We're going to get rid of the scaling offset. Now this time I want it to make a full circle, 30 degrees, so I want 12. Copy and paste. And there we go. Now I have a 13th one in here somewhere. There it is, because I forgot to remove it. And then I can like stick that in a little bit, and now I've got some neat little thing, whatever, to use for any kind of particular design. So let's go ahead and just get rid of all of this stuff. I said in previous one, you can literally spin out anything. So now how did I make this right here? Well, I just took I'll just copy that. I threw up a wood tile so it would stand out nicely against the limestone here. Now I can do the math to figure out that this right here is 13.5, or I can set it. Now I know that it's 13.5, so if I say offset 3, whoa, 12 is going to be way too many. Say 4 to just, I mean, I'm not doing any math here, I'm just picking a number. Copy this and then paste. Okay, so that was still too many. We'll take this and make it so that it's mostly centered. Now if I really want to have this over here and I want to try to get close to the other edge as possible, and say reduce this to 2 and up that to 5, copy and paste again. And one more time. And then add that one and scooch it over just a little bit. So now it goes all the way across. Now to set the second one on here, I need a distance. Detect, calculate, so 2. So what am I doing here? I'm going to copy this plank, this tile right here. I don't want this to be the same material. I want it to stand out, but I want it to be smaller and I want it to come out some. So I've got a +1 offset on the distance. So I've got this wood tile selected. I'm going to hit paste or copy, and then I'll select paste. Okay. So let me try this again. That's weird. Oh, because I have offset multiple items checked. Wow, okay, so it's been a long day today. So that was out a little bit too far, but it's fine for the purpose of this exercise. So now, remember, our offset calculator, detect, calculate, we want to offset 2. So I've got 1 here. I want to offset 1, and we'll just do 1 to make sure that it does the right thing. Yes, it does. Okay, so now we're going to copy this one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 more, and paste. And there we go. Now you can go ahead and make your pieces like this, like a champ, and it'll do it on an angle. It can do it on a scale, and it, you know, obviously we've just done multiple items, and that's the overview of copy and paste that ties in everything that we covered in all the previous things, like rotations, the offset calculator, and custom pivot. So I hope you enjoyed this video series on DT 2.0. Remember, if you have any questions, you can find me in game in Rift on Greybriar Shard. My main is Baradera. I spend a lot of time on this little mage right here, what you call it. She's my builder. And I'm also on Zaviel EU. My main there is Fiendish. and I have a little alt there named Baradera. So if you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. I'm also on the forums under username Fiendish, and you can always reach me anytime through the Contact Us feature of the DTC blog. Happy building!